life into another's world. We firstly want to express our deepest gratitude to each one of you for taking time out to be here. Show your support for this noble cause. Your presence today is a testament to your commitment to making a positive impact on the lives of others. Organ donation should be close to all our hearts. Every organ donor has to be the one to save multiple lives and provide hope to individuals, families who are desperately waiting for a transplant. By becoming an organ donor, we can be the beacon of light in someone else's life, lending them a second chance to live a life full of joy, love, and purpose. Today amongst us, we have Mr. Ritesh Deshmukh, Dr. Surendra Mathur, Sri Satyanarayan Chaudhary, Dr. Tarun Gyanchandani, Dr. Rahul Pandit, our organ donor families, our members in the RFH group, our traffic police, students of Whistling Woods International. We welcome you all today over here. We would like to invite Dr. Rahul Pandit, Chair of Critical Care and Intensivist at core of his heart. Dr. Pandit has been the face of critical care during the pandemic. He has over 22 years of experience of managing multi-speciality intensive care in India and overseas. He brings his rich experience to build up a strong foundation at RFH to make the ICU a world-class facility with outcomes consistent with international standards. We request Dr. Rahul Pandit to please come and say a few words on the World Organ Donation Day. Thank you, Doctor.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Homaji, for the kind introduction. First and foremost, thank you, everyone, for coming here. We've got three chief guests today. We've got Shri Ritesh Deshmukh ji, who is a film star and a celebrity. We've got Joint Commissioner of Police, Law and Order, Shri Satyanarayan ji, and we've got all the donor families. So my salute to all three of you. And we really have the honor of having the government side of the organ donation, which is the ROTO and the ZTCC people. We've got Dr. Akash Shukla, who is the Joint Director of ROTO, and we've got Dr. Surendra Mathur, sir, who is the ZTCC President. So we've really got the whole 360 degrees of organ donation today, but really it's an honor to be standing here and thanking you all for making your time here, for coming for this noble cause. World Organ Donation Day is nothing but it's an awareness created for the organ donation. It is the biggest gift a person can give in life and after death, both. So I think organ donors and donor families who make the choice of actually donating, my real salute to the families for making a hard choice of donating at that time. And really, it takes much above courage to actually do such act. Thank you very much. I would just take this much and welcome you all again. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rahul. May I request you to please come here while we request Dr. Charulata Pamnani to please come and felicitate Dr. Pandit. Thank you, Dr. Charu. Thank you, Dr. Rahul. To the world, you may be that one person, but to that one person, you are that world. So please remember, it is a very big honor to actually respect and understand what is organ donation. It is our great pleasure to introduce our very own Dr. Tarun Gyanchandani, the Group CEO of Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Dr. Gyanchandani is a highly experienced healthcare professional with a wealth of knowledge and expertise in the field of medicine. Her commitment to providing world-class healthcare services to patients and to make Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital a center of excellence for a wide range of medical services and specialties, including multi-organ transplantation, cardiac care, neurology, oncology, and pediatrics. She has led the hospital in achieving numerous milestones in healthcare delivery. Dr. Gyanchandani's dedication to healthcare has earned her numerous accolades and recognition in the field, and she continues to inspire others with her passion and for providing exceptional healthcare services to those in need. We are honored to have her with us today. We would like to invite Dr. Tarang to please come and share a few words and welcome the dignitaries.
A very, very good afternoon to everyone. And thank you, Homa, for very kind words. But I'm not sure if I'm up there. We have amongst us various dignitaries here. And I would really like you to welcome Shri Ritesh Deshmukh. Thank you so much for coming and agreeing to come on such a short notice. But it is really an honor for us to have you, and we know that how much it is something which is dear to your heart as much as it is dear to us. I'm also very, very delighted to welcome Shri Satyanarayan Ji, because I know him for the last 10 to 11 years, and it's always been a privilege to come in an interaction with you. And Dr. Mathur, thank you so much for agreeing to be here. Dr. Shukla, thank you so much. And of course, Dr. Pandit, who has actually is the spark behind this whole thing, because he was the one who said we should do something, Dr. Tarang, to share the awareness about organ donation. And I said 100%. And as everybody has rightly said, I don't think it is something which is a cause which we are not aware of. We all know that how much people suffer when they have organ failures. We all know what all challenges we face as a country, as a state, because of few organ donation compared to the large volumes of patients that we deal with. At Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital, over the last 4 years, we have built a small center of excellence of transplant where not only kidney, but we take care of all kinds of transplants, including liver, heart, lung, heart-lung, and now we are moving towards to look into the uterus transplant and the pancreas and intestinal transplants over the next 1 year. It is a small effort in the direction to give the best to the people with the finest of technology and finest of infrastructure which is available in the country. And I'm really, really thankful to everyone. I'm also very much grateful to our Commissioner of Police, Shri Phansalkar Sahib. He was supposed to be here today, and we wanted to actually recognize and thank him, and through him to the thousands of people in the Mumbai Police Force who actually are most important for us, because they are the ones who help us to get these organs into our hospitals to help us. And I personally feel that I shared it in the morning walkathon also. Just imagine a situation where you have the best hospitals, best nurses, best doctors, but what if the organ doesn't come? So we are really, really grateful to Mumbai Police Force for making it happen, and the way you create the green corridor for us. There was something said in the morning that recently we had an organ. It was in Vashi, and at peak 8 p.m. we were supposed to bring the organ, and as we know, these organs are very time sensitive. At 8:31, the organ was inside our theater. So I think it really needs a big round of applause, and we are really, really blessed to be in a city which has got such committed workforce. And I'm sure with this collaboration of ours with you all, we will definitely be one of the cities and probably a state where we can help more and more people and we can save more and more lives. But there are two more things which I think we need to look into if we really want the organ transplant programs or organ donations to be successful. One is that we all need to come forwards and we all need to pledge our organs so that somewhere we can help people when we are not around. We are definitely in need of the organs. We are really short of organs as a city, as a state, and as a country. And the second is, which is something which we are in the process of doing, is delinking the brain death with the organ donation. So we need to recognize more people who have a situation of brain death and delink it with the organ donation. People should not think that we want to have brain death program because we want people to donate, but I think it should continue as two separate initiatives. This will just enable us to do our best and also have a situation where we can actually convince more and more people to have more and more organs. So I guess this is the attempt through this small initiative of ours, and I'm sure it will be successful. I just wanted to share that I said in the morning also, and I'm also really thankful, and I'm sure Shri Satyanarayana will also share that, is that today, actually, after this program, the Mumbai Police Force will be also pledging the organs. Some of the people are coming forwards to this noble initiative. And as I said, we have to lead by examples. So our police force is leading us by examples. And I would also take this privilege in the hospital and say that I would also go ahead and pledge my organs today. And I would request each and every staff of the hospital to also come forwards, because I think it's not what we do in our lifetime in hospital, but it is something which we should leave behind for people to somewhere benefit from our contribution as a healthcare workforce. So I really look forward for the participation of Sir H. N. Reliance Foundation Hospital for the organ donation program. And I would just like to lastly say something appropriate for this day, a life in which you get a chance to impact many lives. And when the death knocks on your door, I wish you are content with your life, but also will make an impact through organ donation. You get a chance for making that impact through organ donation. You give a chance to another person to live a happy life on this planet. So let's come forward and let's make this a domino effect. So let's not stop here. Let's just go to the next step. Today we have 50 people pledging their organs. Tomorrow we'll have 100. And it's us who share the awareness. So with this, I would really once again really thank you, Mr. Deshmukh, for coming and making this event a success. And we would really like to hear your thoughts. And I would also request thank you, Shri Satyanarayana, for being here. Dr. Mathur, thank you so much. And Dr. Shukla and Dr. Pandit. And everyone, I see the head of the departments and representatives from all our transplant program. It's really, really very heartwarming. And before I leave, I can just say one thing, which all of the donors and recipients know. Yes, our doctors, our surgeons play an important role, but it's the whole team of transplant, including the coordinators, including our Department of Rehab and Physiotherapy, including our anesthesia team, our ICU team. They are the people which all together collaboratively have this whole complex process simplify for a person with organ failure to go back into the world and live a normal life. So really thank you to the whole team which participates in doing this whole process so well, so smooth, that sometimes it really looks like a miracle. So thank you very much. Thanks for everyone for joining us, and thank you to everyone who was there with us 7 a.m. in the morning today. It was really amazing to work with all of you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Dr. Tarang. May I request Dr. Rahul Pandit to please come and felicitate Dr. Tarang, please. as it was correctly said, we can be the beacon of life in someone else's life, lending them a second chance to live a full life of joy, love, and purpose. I would like to introduce Mr. Ritesh Deshmukh, who's an acclaimed film actor, producer, and architect. Apart from acting, Mr. Deshmukh has also ventured into film production. He co-owns his production house, Mumbai Film Company, with his wife, Janelia. Mr. Deshmukh comes from a very prominent political family. He has made his acting debut in Bollywood, in the Bollywood industry in 2003, and had gained recognition and praise for his performance in Masti in the year 2004 and its sequel Grand Masti in 2013. We have seen his versatility in various genres and has worked in successful films like Hey Baby in 2007, Houseful series, Equilin, and his recent movie Wade was a hit which was really touched the hearts and minds of many people. Mr. Deshmukh is known for his impeccable comic timing and has won several awards and accolades for his performance. He is also admired for his philanthropic work and is actively involved in supporting various charitable causes and organizations. We request Mr. Deshmukh to please come and say a few words with us.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank the Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital for calling me here today. And I want to thank Satyanarayan ji for being here. He is an absolute inspiration because of the great work that he is doing for us citizens in this city. And he is absolutely helpful. Let me just tell you that my last film that I directed, Wade, in Marathi, we had some trouble during the post-COVID times to get police permissions, and we had a shoot pending. But one call to Satyanarayan ji, and he really made a green corridor for us film people to make things happen very smoothly. So he is helpful not only for the city and people, but every profession. So there's no discrimination in anything, and I'm really grateful to you, sir, and the entire police fraternity. Rahul Panditji is here for critical chair of critical care. Dr. Taranji, thank you for inviting me here today. Dr. Shukla, Dr. Mathurji, and all the various dignitaries. Most importantly, like Dr. Tarang said, that it's not only about the doctors, but the entire team that facilitates the entire organ donation process. I want to personally thank all of them. And in fact, I was just sitting outside before coming here, and I asked them, what language is this function in? And they said that English, Hindi, whatever you want. But there are many families who have come here. So if you want, I'll continue in English. If you want, I can speak in Hindi. So whatever you prefer. आणि मराठीमध्ये पण काय मराठी हरकत नाही. तर सर्वप्रथम मला इथं बोलवल्याबद्दल आपल्या सर्वांचं मी अत्यंत आभारी आहे. खरं म्हणजे मुंबई पोलीस यांचे मनापासून आभार. आपल्यासाठी सातत्याने ते झटतात, काम करतात. इथे बरेचसे पोलीस कर्मचारी आहेत. आणि कसं आहे की जेवढी मेहनत कमिशनर साहेब करतात, जॉईंट कमिशनर साहेब करतात, तेवढीच मेहनत रस्त्यावरचा उभा असलेला आपला ट्रॅफिकमधला हवालदार असेल, कमांडर असतील, पोलीसवाले असतील, त्या सर्वांना खरंच मनापासून सलाम आणि बिग थँक्यू. आपण सर्वजण मेहनतीने हे काम करता. आज आपण सर्व इथं उपस्थित आहोत वर्ल्ड ऑर्गन डोनेशन डेसाठी. खरं म्हणजे आपण नेहमी विचार करतो की पुनर्जन्म, लहानपणापासून विचार करतो ह्या जन्मानंतर जर आपल्याला परत एकदा जन्म मिळाला तर आपण काय करणार आहोत, की आपल्याला आपण विचारतो असं की तुमच्या पुढच्या जन्मी तुला काय व्हायचं आहे, किंवा पुढच्या जन्म मला असं असं पाहिजे तसं पाहिजे. आणि आफ्टर लाईफबद्दल पण आपण विचार करतो, व्हॉट इज आफ्टर लाईफ. पण तेच तो पुनर्जन्म आपण ह्या जन्मीसुद्धा घेऊ शकतो, आणि तो खरं म्हणजे ऑर्गन डोनेशन करून. आपण एकदा जर ऑर्गन डोनेशनसाठी साइन अप केलं, त्यानंतर बऱ्याचशा लोकांना आपण नवीन जीवनदान देऊ शकतो. ही गोष्ट खरं म्हणजे नवी नाही आहे. आणि बऱ्याचशा ज्या अडचणी आहेत त्या हळूहळू त्या सोप्या होत आहेत. प्रत्येक डिपार्टमेंटमधली लोकं त्यावर काम करत आहेत. ऑर्गन हार्वेस्टिंग कशी व्यवस्थित झाली पाहिजे, किती वेळात ते वेळेवर पोचलं पाहिजे, आणि सिस्टममध्ये काही परिवर्तन गेल्या 10 वर्षात तरी मी पाहिलेत. कारण 10 वर्षापूर्वी मी ह्या ऑर्गन डोनेशनच्या अत्यंत जवळून त्याचा प्रवास मी पाहिलेला आहे. बऱ्याच वेळा आपल्याला असं वाटतं की ज्यावेळेस एखादी व्यक्ती अनफॉर्च्युनेटली फार क्रिटिकल होते आणि त्याला ऑर्गनची गरज असते, त्यावेळेस किती जरी प्रयत्न केले तरी ऑर्गन मिळत नाहीत, आणि बऱ्याचशा लोकांचा त्यामुळे अनफॉर्च्युनेटली त्यांना देवाघरी जावं लागतं. बऱ्याच वेळा काही सिस्टममध्ये अडकलेले असतात, काही प्रोटोकॉल्स असतात, आणि आत्ताच सांगितल्याप्रमाणे की काही पॉलिसीज होत्या की ब्रेन डेड ऑर्गन हार्वेस्टिंग, कडॅवर ऑर्गन डोनेशन जे असतं त्याच्यामुळे त्याचं वेट पिरियड असतो. बऱ्याच वेळा मला माहिती आहे फॅमिलीज रेडी होते ऑर्गन डोनेशन करण्यासाठी. त्यांना माहिती होतं की बाबा ही व्यक्ती आता ह्यापुढे अनफॉर्च्युनेटली जास्त काळ राहू शकणार नाही, परंतु त्यांचं ऑर्गन हार्वेस्ट होऊच शकलं नाही. कारण काय, ते एक मेडिकल प्रोसेस आहे, त्यात मी सध्या जात नाही, कारण त्यातला मी तज्ज्ञ पण नाही. पण मला वाटतं की ह्या सगळ्या अडचणी आपण सगळे मिळून कशा सोप्या करू शकू. आणि बऱ्याच वेळा असं आम्हाला म्हटलं जातं की बाबा तुम्ही हिरो आहात, पण आम्ही फक्त पडद्यावरचे हिरो आहोत. खरं हिरो म्हणजे ज्या लोकांनी ऑर्गन डोनेशन केले आहेत ते खरे हिरो आहेत. खरे हिरो म्हणजे त्यांचे परिवार आहेत, की बाबा ती व्यक्ती गेल्यानंतरही त्यांच्या मनातली जी इच्छा असेल, किंवा बऱ्याच वेळा असं होतं की त्यांची इच्छा नसते परंतु तो मोठा विचार परिवार करतात, किंवा आमच्या परिवारातली ही व्यक्ती नाही, पण खरंच ही व्यक्ती गेल्यानंतर ह्या व्यक्तीमुळे जर काही लोकांना जीवनदान मिळत असेल तर का नाही. खरंच हा तुमच्या मनाचा मोठेपणा, उदारपणा हा सतत कायम ठेवा. प्रचंड हे गरजेचं आहे, वेळेची गरज आहे. आणि आपल्या व्यक्तीच्या डोळ्यातून दुसरी व्यक्ती जग पाहत्याच्यापेक्षा मोठं अजून काय असू शकतं. ज्या व्यक्तीला आपण आज हरवतो आहे त्याचं हृदय दुसऱ्याच्या हृदयात धडकतं आहे, त्याच्यापेक्षा मोठं अजून काय असू शकतं. आपली व्यक्ती आज श्वास घेऊ शकत नाही, पण ती व्यक्ती गेल्यानंतरही त्याच्यामुळे दुसरी व्यक्ती श्वास घेते, ह्याच्यापेक्षा मोठं अजून काय असू शकतं. हे जे कार्य आहे, मला वाटतं की आपण मंदिरात जातो, देवस्थानात जातो, पण खरं म्हणजे हे सर्व जे ऑर्गन डोनेशन करतात ना, ह्यांची खरी पूजा केली पाहिजे, ह्यांची अर्चना केली पाहिजे. कारण का त्यांच्यामुळे खऱ्या पद्धतीने एक चांगला मेसेज तर जातोच, पण काय देव जीवनदान देतं ही गोष्ट वेगळी, पण माणसाच्या रूपातून जे जीवनदान देतं ते खरं आपलं दैवत्य असलं पाहिजे. ऑर्गन डोनेशनसाठी खरं म्हणजे मी आणि जिनिल्याचं खरंच त्या इथे नाही आहेत, त्या सध्या अमेरिकेत आहेत. पण आपण सर्वांनी ऑर्गन डोनेट करावं ही त्यांची इच्छा होती. आणि लॉकडाऊनमध्ये मी आणि जिनिल्या आम्ही दोघांनी आमचे ऑर्गन्स डोनेट केलेले आहेत. आणि माझी जी लहान मुलं आहेत त्यावेळेस ते 4.5 आणि 3 वर्षाचे होते, त्यावेळेस ते विचारत होते की ऑर्गन डोनेशन म्हणजे काय. मला वाटतं की ह्या वयात लोकांना शिकवण्यापेक्षा त्या वयात शिकवलेलं बरं आहे की ऑर्गन डोनेशनचं महत्त्व काय असतं. आपण 18, 20, 25, 30, 40 नंतर जर लोकांना सांगणार असो की बाबा ऑर्गन डोनेशनचं महत्त्व काय आहे, तर मला वाटतं तिथंच थोडा जास्त उशीर झालेला असतो. परंतु समज असल्यामुळं मला वाटतं की आपण प्रयत्न करू शकतो. पण जर ह्याच कमी वयात जर शाळेत आपण त्याचं महत्त्व जर मुलांना सांगितलं, तर कसं आहे की आज आपण शिकवतो मुलांना की बाबा समुद्रात प्लास्टिक टाकू नका, की ते कचरा करू नका. एक सिविक सेन्स असते, तर ती असणं गरजेचंच असतं. आणि मला वाटतं की त्या सिविक सेन्स बरोबरही शाळेतसुद्धा ऑर्गन डोनेशन किती महत्त्वाचं असतं किंवा त्यामुळे किती चांगले परिणाम किंवा लोकांची आपण कशी मदत करू शकतो यावर जर काम करण्यात आलं, तर मला वाटतं की जे डॉक्टर तरंग जी म्हणाल्या की तेवढे नंबर्स नाही आहेत आपल्याकडे ऑर्गन्सचे अवेलेबल, तर ते नंबर्स खरंच आज नाही पण हा पुढच्या 10-15 वर्षाचा जर आपण प्रवास घेतला तर. आणि काय असतं ना की मुलं जेव्हा आईवडिलांना सांगतात ना की मी ऑर्गन डोनेट तर करणार आहे, तुम्ही का करत नाही, त्याचं दडपण पेरेंट्सवर फार पडतं की बाबा आपला मुलगा जो एवढा लहान आहे तो एवढा मोठा विचार करतो, तर ह्या वयात आपण का विचार करत नाहीत. आणि ही गोष्ट मला वाटतं की शाळेमध्ये सुद्धा झाली पाहिजे, कॉलेजमध्ये पण झाली पाहिजे. अवेअरनेससाठी डॉक्टर तरंगजी मला वाटतं की पोलीसमधून तर आपल्याला मदत आहेच, ट्रॅफिक पोलीस असेल, मुंबई पोलीस असेल, आणि रिलायन्स फाउंडेशन तर खरंच पुढाकार घेतच आहे. पण मला असं वाटतं की फिल्म इंडस्ट्रीमधून सुद्धा आमच्याकडून काही जरी प्रयत्न असतील, काही करायचं असेल, तर आम्ही नेहमीच तुमच्यासाठी आणि या कॅम्पेनसाठी उपलब्ध राहू. इथे आवर्जून मला अजून एक गोष्ट नमूद करावीशी वाटते की आपण काय असतं की अशीच सकाळी बसताना चर्चा झाली की का आपले नंबर्स वाढत नाही आहेत, असं काय केलं पाहिजे ज्याच्यामुळे काय की अनफॉर्च्युनेटली म्हणजे आता ॲक्सिडेंटल डेथ्स ज्या रस्त्यावरती जे ॲक्सिडेंट्स होतात आणि बऱ्याच वेळा काही कारणास ब्रेन डेड पेशंट्स हॉस्पिटलमध्ये येतात, त्यांचे त्वरित आपल्याला ऑर्गन्स हार्वेस्ट करावे लागतात आणि बऱ्याच वेळा परमिशन नसते, आपण त्यांचे पालक नसतात किंवा त्यांच्याकडून निर्णय घेणारी लोक नसतात. तर आपण काय केलं पाहिजे ज्याच्यामुळे हे वाढलं पाहिजे. एकतर म्हणजे ऑर्गन डोनेशन कार्ड तर सगळ्याच्या खिशात जे करतात त्यांच्याकडे असतं की बाबा काही जर झालं तर बाबा माझे ऑर्गन्स तुम्ही हार्वेस्ट करून पुढे डोनेट करू शकता, ही अशी माझी इच्छा आहे. परंतु मला असं वाटतं की कुठेतरी जर हे मोठ्या प्रमाणात जर आपल्याला करायचं असेल तर आपल्याला काही इन्सेंटिव्स द्यावे लागतील. आणि हे खरं म्हणजे ह्याचे जे कमिटीज असतील, ऑर्गनायझेशन्स असतील, तर त्यांनी खरा हा पुढाकार घेतला पाहिजे की लाईफ इन्शुरन्स म्हणजे काय करतो आपण की बाबा आपल्या गेल्यानंतर आपले जे परिवारवाले आहेत त्यांची फायनान्शियली आपण मदत करू शकू. त्याच्यासाठी आपण LICमध्ये एक हप्ते भरत राहतो की बाबा आज 500 रुपये आपण देतो आहे, आपण गेल्यानंतर कधीही जाऊ तर आपल्या परिवाराला 10 लाख 15 लाख जसे हप्ते असतील तसे त्यांना पैसे मिळतात. परंतु आपण समजा जर अशी काही गोष्ट गव्हर्नमेंटमार्फत ज्यांनी जे लोक ऑर्गन डोनेट करतील त्यांच्या फॅमिलीला तुम्ही काही आर्थिक मदत करू शकाल, तर त्यामुळे मला वाटतं की बरेचसे लोक पुढे येतील. आणि ही आर्थिक मदत जी आपण लोकांसाठी करू शकू, मला असं वाटतं की ती मदत त्या व्यक्तीची बँक बॅलन्स बघून केली नाही पाहिजे. एव्हरी लाईफ शुड बी इक्वली इम्पॉर्टंट. हे तुमच्या जसं मताचा अधिकार आहे, खरं म्हणजे भारतातला सर्वात श्रीमंत माणूस आणि सर्वात गरीब माणूस दोघांचा मताचा अधिकार सेम आहे, त्यात काही फरक नाही आहे. कुठल्याही धर्माचा व्यक्ती असेल, मुलगा म्हणजे महिला असेल, पुरुष असेल, सर्वांच्या मताला अधिकार तेवढाच आहे. तसं मला वाटतं की ही जी आर्थिक मदत जर होत असेल तर सर्वांना म्हणजे त्यात काही भेदभाव नसणार किंवा तुमचं जर ऑर्गन डोनेशन जर होत असेल तर तुम्हाला एखादी आर्थिक मदत गव्हर्नमेंटमार्फत तुम्हाला केली जाईल. तर मला वाटतं की असा जर विचार केला तर पुढे जाऊन बरेचसे लोक ह्या पॉलिसीचा उपयोग घेतील आणि बऱ्याचशा लोकांना आज जे आपण वाट पाहतोय की बाबा ऑर्गन्स येतील आणि ज्यामुळे बरेचसे लोक वेट लिस्टवर आहेत किंवा 3 वर्ष माझी वेट लिस्ट आहे, 6 वर्ष वेट लिस्ट आहे, ही वेट लिस्ट खरंच कमी होईल. का म्हणजे आपण हेल्दी असताना क्रिटिकल होईपर्यंत आपल्याला वाट पाहावं लागते ऑर्गन डोनेशन होण्याची. कारण काय, अरे 2 महिने अगोदर जर मला लिव्हर मिळालं असतं तर मी आज ती व्यक्ती जिवंत असते. ही जी वेट लिस्ट आहे ही आपण कमी करू शकतो. कारण काय आपल्याकडे त्यावेळेस म्हणजे सध्या मला माहिती चुकीचं असेल पण मला वाटतं की बरेचसे जर ऑर्गन्स वेळेवर मिळाले तर ही वेट लिस्ट कमी होऊ शकते असं मला वाटतं. तर आपण खरंच यावर विचार केला पाहिजे. आता अजून काय मी ह्याच्यावर जास्त भाष्य करणार नाही, परंतु मला इथं आपण बोलवलं याबद्दल मी आपल्या सर्वांचा आभारी आहे आणि मराठीत बोलायला लावलं त्याबद्दलही आभारी आहे. खूप खूप शुभेच्छा. अँड बिफोर लिव्हिंग आय जस्ट वॉन्ट टू थँक एव्हरीवन अँड विशिंग the entire Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital my best and all the incredible work that you're doing, inspiring other hospitals to follow the work that you're doing. I'm extremely happy and honored to be here. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Mr. Deshmukh. I'm sorry. We request Dr. Taran Gyanchandani and Dr. Rahul Pandit to please felicitate Mr. Ritesh Deshmukh. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. We would now like to introduce Dr. Surendra Mathur, who is a reputed Indian medical professional and the current president of the Zonal Transplant Coordination Center, the ZTCC, Mumbai, India. He has dedicated his career to the field of healthcare and has made his remarkable contribution towards the cause of organ donation and transplantation in India. Dr. Mathur's work in the field of organ transplantation started in 1995 with the setting up of the first state government authorized eye bank in Rajasthan, India. Since then, he has worked tirelessly to promote awareness about organ donation to streamline the process of organ transplantation in India. As the president of the Zonal Transplant Coordination Center, ZTCC, Mumbai, Dr. Mathur supervises the functioning of the organization, which is responsible for overseeing the allocation of donated organs to various hospitals in the city and its suburb. ZCCC Mumbai is a crucial organization in the nation's landscape, and Dr. Mathur's leadership has been instrumental in driving its success. Dr. Mathur's contribution to the field of healthcare and organ transplantation has earned him several awards and accolades, making him the leading figure in his profession. We request Dr. Surendra Mathur to please come and say a few words.
Our chief guest, Mr. Deshmukh, Dr. Taran Gyanchandani, CEO of the hospital, Mr. Chaudhary, Joint CP, Mumbai, and the distinguished guests who are here. At the outset, I'm thankful to the Reliance Foundation for inviting me on this occasion. And this occasion is very dear to my heart, because when I came back from abroad after getting my training in the liver transplant way back in 1990, there were no brain death law in this country. And I had a strong desire. The people who have worked with me in KEM Hospital and those who followed, like Dr. Shukla from there, they knew that how much I wanted to do the liver transplant and start the program in KEM Hospital for the general public. And this was the hurdle. So we had to work through that hurdle for almost 4 years before this act came into existence in 1994. So my association with this act and the organ donation goes way back to that time. So it is close to my heart. A little bit correction in my introduction. I'm very thankful to that kind introduction, but that I'm not Seem Mathur from Rajasthan. Okay, I'm not worked in the eye donation field. Let me accept that. It is somebody else. Anyway, now आज के दिन क्यों हम लोग ये मना रहे हैं? एक तो वर्ल्ड ऑर्गन डोनेशन डे जैसे का है. इस साल सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने भी 3 अगस्त को नेशनल ऑर्गन डोनेशन डे हर साल मनाने का प्रोग्राम किया था. अभी दिल्ली में वो प्रोग्राम हुआ था. तो डेफिनेटली ऑर्गन डोनेशन डे का जो महत्व है वो कहीं ना कहीं हमारी जिंदगी से जुड़ा हुआ है. आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल टू मिस्टर देशमुख टू टचिंग ऑन ऑल दोज थिंग्स विच आर सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. और कहाँ ये जुड़ा हुआ है? हम जानते हैं कि जिंदगी में 2 चीजें जिसे हम कहते हैं शाश्वत सत्य है. वो है एक बर्थ होती है, लाइफ शुरू होती है, और एक है एंड, दैट इज अ डेथ. इन बिटवीन इट इज ऑल masala, what we are doing, all that thing. Okay, everybody plays his role. Means in his language I can say that this is a stage and we all are actor here in some way or other. जब हम इस हॉस्पिटल में खड़े हुए हैं यहाँ पे, आप देखेंगे कि एक तरफ एक पेशेंट है जिसका किसी का हार्ट फेल हो गया, किसी का लिवर फेल हो गया, किसी किडनी फेल हो गई, किसी का लंग काम नहीं कर रहा है. उसकी जिंदगी क्या देख रही है? एक मौत. दूसरी तरफ इसी हॉस्पिटल के आईसीयू में शायद कोई ब्रेन डेथ पर्सन है जो कि ऑलरेडी मृत्यु को प्राप्त हो चुका है, जो आज की साइंटिफिक डेफिनेशन है उससे. और इसको मैं थोड़ा सा सिंप्लीफाई करूंगा. आप लोग सब यहाँ पे, हम सब लोग हम कहते हैं जिंदा हैं. क्यों जिंदा हैं? क्योंकि आप जो मैं कह रहा हूं, जो मिस्टर देशमुख बोले, आप उसको समझ सकते हैं, आप सुन सकते हैं, आप हम लोगों को देख सकते हैं. ओके, आपको अवेयरनेस है कि हम इस हॉल में बैठे हुए हैं और हम ये से प्रोग्राम अटेंड कर रहे हैं. That means we are conscious. That is one part of the life कि we are alive. जब ये सब चीजें खत्म हो जाती हैं कि ना तो आपको ये मालूम है कि आप सराउंडिंग क्या है आपके, ना आप देख सकते हैं, ना सुन सकते हैं, और सबसे बड़ी चीज मैं एक पूछूंगा आपसे कि अगर सड़क पे कोई आदमी पड़ा हुआ है तो आप कैसे पता लगाते हैं कि जिंदा है कि मर गया है? कोई भी एक आंसर दे दे मेरे को. एक होता है ना क्यूरियोसिटी, कोई पड़ा हुआ है बिल्कुल हिल डुल नहीं रहा है तो हिला के देखते हैं, फिर क्या देखते हैं कि जिंदा है कि मर गया है? श्वास, श्वास एंड द पल्स, दीज आर 2 थिंग्स. तो ये जब हम ब्रेन डेथ की बात करते हैं उसमें क्या चला जाता है? जब ब्रेन डेथ होता है तो एक तो जो मैं बोल रहा हूं कि हम हमें पता नहीं हम क्या है, हम कॉन्शियस नहीं है, सुनाई नहीं पड़ता, दिखाई नहीं देता, बोल नहीं सकते हैं, खांस नहीं सकते हैं एंड ब्रीथ भी नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो ब्रीदिंग इज द फर्स्ट साइन ऑफ लाइफ. जब बच्चा पैदा होता है तो उसको सबसे पहले जो आई थिंक पीडियाट्रिशियंस हियर मस्ट बी नो, दे आर क्वाइट वेल अवेयर साइंटिफिकली, फर्स्ट है कि रोया कि नहीं, है ना, और सांस है कि नहीं, एंड द हार्ट. देयर आर थ्री थिंग्स which are there. Now, these people who are in the ICU or brain dead have lost their capacity to be conscious, who have lost their breathing capabilities. And because they are giving artificial respiration, their heart is functioning. And the heart function is only for the pumping action. Because one should know that heart, we know that we give a lot of importance to the heart. There is no doubt that in day-to-day life, the heart is the one which generates so many emotions, we say, though it is actually in the brain. Okay. So once the heart stops, the blood circulation goes off, oxygen supply goes off. Now, the person in the ICU, his heart is functioning, his breathing artificially is given, so oxygen supply is there. So he is dead, but his organs are alive. We all talk about कि जब हम जाते हैं तो हमारा शरीर जो है वो नश्वर है, लेकिन क्या अमर है? आत्मा, soul. What is that soul? That takes the rebirth. So now I come back to the same thing कि एक तरफ एक आदमी को मौत दिखाई दे रही है, जिंदा है वो, क्योंकि उसका ऑर्गन फेल हो रहा है. एक तरफ एक वो है जिसकी की मौत हो चुकी है, लेकिन उसके ऑर्गन अभी भी फंक्शनिंग है. ओके. नाउ who is creator for us? Who gives us the life? Irrespective of mythology, whichever you believe, irrespective of religion, whichever you believe, we always say the life is given by the God. And here is the time, here is a chance where you can give life to another person by donating the organs. So those who have donated the organs of their family members and those who wish to do that are where they're near to the God. And that's what we want to be in the life. I know that on the stage several times humans acts like a God or in their acting. But this is a chance where you can actually be performing the same thing what the God does, that is giving the life to somebody else. So that is my message for today, ki be an organ donor, pledge the organs, because you want to be close to the God. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mathur. Thank you very much. May I request Dr. Akash Shukla, Joint Director, Rotosoto West, and Director of Hepatology, to come and say a few words, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. At the outset, I must thank Dr. Rahul and Dr. Tarang for inviting me here. And sincere thanks to Mr. Deshmukh ji and Mr. Satyanarayan ji for enlightening us, encouraging us, and being present here. And thank you, all of you, my teachers, my seniors, my mentors, and each one of you who has come here to participate in this wonderful program. I will briefly have a small PPT. और सुबह से बहुत हम सीरियस हो गए हैं, तो मैं पहला क्वेश्चन ये चीज़ पूछना चाहूँगा सबको कि हमको पता है कि सारे ऑर्गन्स डोनेट हो सकते हैं और सारे ऑर्गन्स का ट्रांसप्लांट किया जा सकता है, पर एक ऑर्गन है जिसका ट्रांसप्लांट नहीं होता है. एनी गेसेस? ब्रेन, करेक्ट. और ये वो ऑर्गन है जो हर कोई चाहता है कि किसी दूसरे का तो जरूर ट्रांसप्लांट हो जाए. मेरा तो ठीक है पर इसका जरूरत है ब्रेन ट्रांसप्लांट की. सो दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन थिंग जो हर एक को लगता है. सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. सो अगर हमको चांस मिले कि हमारा ब्रेन ट्रांसप्लांट हो खुद का, तो अब क्या चाहेंगे कि आपको किसका ब्रेन मिले? लेट्स नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. सो एल्बर्ट आइंस्टीन, ऑनरेबल श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, नेक्स्ट. बिल गेट्स, नेक्स्ट. स्टीव जॉब्स, नेक्स्ट वन. Our founder Shri Dhirubhai Ambani ji. So let's have a vote of hands. So, I mean, it will be a wonderful choice. No, you can choose कि किसके brain को हम clone कर लें and transplant कर लें, right? But the answer is no. अगर आप धीरूभाई जी का brain ले लेंगे, तो आपको उनका brain नहीं मिलेगा, उनको आपकी body मिलेगी. Okay, or Bill Gates will get your body, or Albert Einstein will get your body, not the other way around. तो ये चीज समझना बहुत जरूरी है. We are our brain. Next slide. So this is famous from Arthur Conan Doyle. He said, "I am a brain, Watson. The rest of me is a mere appendix." A very profound statement from an author. Just think of it. Very true. Next one. And on the same philosophy, people have actually preserved Albert Einstein's brain. And there's a real photograph of the actual brain which is preserved in 1955 of Albert Einstein. Next slide. So we are all aware of cardiac death. There's no need to discuss that. Next one. And then we have brain death, which Dr. Mathur sir has very nicely described, that you not only have lost awareness, बट जो बॉडी के वाइटल ऑर्गन्स की फंक्शनिंग के ऊपर ब्रेन का कंट्रोल है वो भी सारा खत्म हो जाता है. दैट मीन्स दिस पार्ट, ये पूरा पार्ट कंप्लीटली डेड हो चुका है, पर यहां के ऑर्गन्स अपना काम करे जा रहे हैं. और ये कैसे कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि पेशेंट बहुत सारे सपोर्ट्स पे है. पेशेंट वेंटिलेटर पे है, उसको बहुत सारे इंजेक्शंस चल रहे हैं, उसको कार्डियक रिदम मेंटेन करने के लिए दवाइयां चल रही हैं, और इन सब के कारण वो जो है वो ऑर्गन्स अभी भी अपना काम कर पा रहे हैं, जबकि ब्रेन का उनके ऊपर कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है, क्योंकि ब्रेन इज डेड. इट इज लाइक द हेड इज सिवर्ड, हेड अलग हो चुका है और ये इंडिपेंडेंटली चल रहा है. नेक्स्ट वन. सो ये सब सीन, ये सीन हर एक ने देखा है. ओके, नाउ सब्जेक्ट कुछ सुन नहीं सकता, कोई महसूस नहीं कर सकता, वो जिंदा नहीं है. तो यहां पर डिफरेंस आता है कि ये ब्रेन डेड था. व्हाट डू यू थिंक? वाज ही ब्रेन डेड? नो. सो ब्रेन डेथ और कोमा में डिफरेंस है. सो दिस पर्सन, वेदर ही वाज अवेयर नॉट अवेयर वी डोंट नो, बट वो वेंटिलेटर पे नहीं है, वो अपने ब्रीदिंग खुद कर रहा है, उसका हार्ट बीट और पल्स और ब्लड प्रेशर मेंटेन्ड है, क्योंकि वो सुना भी है. Munna bhai actually puts a stethoscope and can hear the heartbeat. And obviously if he is surviving for so long, uska blood pressure और बाकी सब maintained होगा. So this is actually coma. Next one. This is not brainstem death, but this is coma. And ये differentiation जानना बहुत जरूरी है, because coma is still reversible, as shown in the movie. But brainstem death is irreversible. तो वहां से कोई वापस नहीं आ सकता एक बार ब्रेन स्टेम डेथ हो गई, पर कोमा से पर्सन वापस आ सकता है. सो विच ऑर्गन्स कैन बी डोनेटेड? द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो आफ्टर कार्डियक डेथ रूटीनली जो होता है कि हार्ट बंद हो गया, घर पे डेथ हो गई, तब भी स्किन और कॉर्निया डोनेट किया जा सकता है. नेक्स्ट. एंड आफ्टर ब्रेन स्टेम डेथ यू कैन डोनेट practically all vital organs, heart, lungs, next, kidneys, pancreas, intestines. Now we are moving towards something new, that क्या हम ये organs भी cardiac death के बाद retrieve कर सकते हैं? And again, I'm happy to say that the senior people here, Dr. Mathur, Dr. Ravi Mohanka, we all have got together and actually framed laws along with Dr. Rahul Pandit for donation after cardiac death. And this has already been approved by the state government. So we will very soon have donation after cardiac death even for these organs. Of course, it will be in controlled settings. It's not going to be as easy as skin and cornea, but it is going to be possible. So Maharashtra again is the first state which has taken the leadership in approving this form of donations. Next slide. So ये बहुत बार दिमाग में क्वेश्चन आता है कि मेरे पास डोनर, मेरी फैमिली में कोई डेथ हो रही है, मैं ऑर्गन डोनेट करना चाहता हूं, तो आगे क्या होगा? सो आगे कैसे करना है? सो ये बहुत कंफ्यूजन है, जो बहुत बार अचानक रैंडमली हमको फोन आते हैं कि सर ये कैसे होता है. सो इसका एक प्रोसेस है जो मैं आपको चाहूंगा कि आप अगर YouTube पे जाएंगे तो रोटोसोटो का चैनल है, उसमें इसके ऊपर एजुकेशनल वीडियोस हैं जो मैं चाहूंगा कि आप वो वीडियोस देखें, जिसमें ये प्रोसेस पूरा डिटेल में समझाया गया है कि ये एक्चुअली कैसे होता है. तो एक ब्रेन स्टेम डोनर है, उसको सबसे पहले आईसीयू टीम आइडेंटिफाई करती है कि हाँ ये ब्रेन स्टेम डेथ हो सकता है. फिर उसकी टेस्टिंग की जाती है, कंफर्म होता है कि ये वाकई ब्रेन स्टेम डेथ है. उसके बाद उस चीज़ को एस्केलेट करते हैं, जो अप्रोप्रिएट अथॉरिटी होती है, जोनल ZTCC है जैसे मुंबई में, उनको इन्फॉर्म किया जाता है. वहाँ पर वेट लिस्टेड पेशेंट्स होते हैं, वो वेट लिस्टेड पेशेंट्स को इन्फॉर्म किया जाता है. ब्रेन स्टेम डेथ होने के बाद उनकी फैमिली की काउंसलिंग होती है, फिर वो ब्लड ग्रुप के हिसाब से मैचिंग की जाती है, डिस्कशन होता है, वेटिंग लिस्ट के हिसाब से एलोकेट होता है, वो पर्सन आ सकता है कि नहीं, वो फिट है कि नहीं, ये की देखा जाता है, और उसके बाद में फिर ऑर्गन डोनेशन होता है. तो एक इतनी सिंपल सी चीज, अभी इसके बीच में अगर हम देखें तो वो सर्जिकल टीम वहां जाएगी, वो रिट्रीव भी करेगी, पुलिस will do a wonderful job of creating the green corridors. So it is not a very simple process. It's a very, very complicated process, जिसमें आपको rules बनाने हैं for declaration, आपको rules बनाने हैं for allocation, आपको rules बनाने हैं for informing, rules बनाने हैं for transportation. So all this takes a lot of governance. Next slide, please. And if you look at the country, for about this, just हम पूछें अगर किसी को आपको ऑर्गन डोनेशन के बारे में मालूम है, so this was a survey published in Times of India where 94% people were aware कि organs donate किए जा सकते हैं. So this basic awareness is there, but this does not get translated into actual donations. Also, a part of it is because we are not aware of the processes. Next one, please. And this is the number of people who are waiting for organ transplant, जितनों को जरूरत है और कितनों को मिलता है. So for every patient जिसको organ मिलता है, at least 10 और हैं जिनको organ नहीं मिलता है. And this, we are at a donation rate in the country which is less than 0.5 per million population. जबकि हम स्पेन या दूसरे कंट्रीज देखें तो वहां पर 47 per million population organ donation rate है. अगर हम हमारे यहाँ organ donation rate 1 per million भी कर दें तो हमारे कंट्री की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाती है. सो इट इज नॉट कि हमको स्पेन का लेवल को मैच करना है, उसके बहुत नीचे भी हम रहेंगे तब भी हमारे यहाँ की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. So a lot of celebrities who have already pledged. So these are all inspiring. They are politicians, they are actors, actresses, cricketers, spiritual leaders who have pledged. So we have excellent role models. And I think I'm so happy today, the real life heroes, the policemen, they have also come forward and pledged they're going to pledge their organs today. So once again, thank you so much for being leaders in true spirit. Next slide, please. So एक चीज और मैं यहां पर बोलूंगा, हम सब प्लेज करते हैं ऑर्गन्स और वो कार्ड अपने पॉकेट में रखते हैं या कहीं पर रखते हैं, पर अचानक जब एक्सीडेंट होता है तो आप इस पोजीशन में नहीं होते कि आप बता सके अपने फैमिली को मेरी ये इच्छा थी, और उस समय कोई और मैकेनिज्म नहीं है जिससे उनको पता चल सके फैमिली वालों को कि आपकी क्या इच्छा थी. तो जब भी आप ये चीज करते हैं तो घर पे, डिनर टेबल पे, ब्रेकफास्ट टेबल पे, संडे के दिन मूवी देखते हुए, कहीं पर भी एट अ फोरम जहां पर आप बैठे हैं और इनफॉर्मल चर्चा चल रही है, घर के डिस्कशंस हो रहे हैं, वहां पर ये इच्छा अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स को बताइए. वो उसके बाद कभी उस पर डिस्कशन नहीं होगा, लेकिन जब वो चीज़ का मौका आएगा और उस समय जब हॉस्पिटल वाले उनको अप्रोच करेंगे तो इमीडिएटली याद आ जाएगा कि ऐसी बात हुई थी 10 साल पहले, 15 साल पहले, 20 साल पहले, एंड उस समय वो लोग हेजिटेट नहीं करेंगे डोनेट करने में. सो सिर्फ अपने तक अपने प्लेज को सीमित मत रखिए, बल्कि घर में जो वो डिसीजन लेंगे उस समय उनको उसके बारे में आप बताइए. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. सो दिस इज द फॉर्मल स्ट्रक्चर अक्रॉस द कंट्री. नोटो पूरे गवर्नमेंट के तरफ से पूरे कंट्री के लिए है फॉर दिस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसेसेस. हर रीजन के लिए रोटो होता है विच इज, उसके बाद हर स्टेट का एक सोटो होता है, एंड देन यू हैव फर्दर बॉडीज which, next slide please. Maharashtra is unique, so we have a separate model and we'll come to that. So Roto West में हमारे 7 states and union territories आते हैं, महाराष्ट्र, MP, छत्तीसगढ़, गुजरात, गोवा, दमन एंड दीव एंड दादरा एंड नागर हवेली. सो ये इनके बीच में हमारे ऑर्गन शेयरिंग होती है. अगर कोई एक स्टेट में ऑर्गन हो और उनके पास रेसिपिएंट नहीं है तो वो दूसरे स्टेट को चला जाता है जहां पर वो चीज यूटिलाइज होती है. सो नाउ देयर इज अ नेटवर्क सो दैट अगर कोई डोनेट करना चाहता है और वहां पर अवेलेबल नहीं है कोई रेसिपिएंट, तो वो ऑर्गन वेस्ट ना हो, वो किसी ना किसी पेशेंट के काम आए, चाहे वो वहां का हो चाहे कहीं और का हो. अगर इस रीजन में कोई नहीं है तो पूरी कंट्री में जाएगा पेशेंट, यहाँ ऑर्गन यहाँ से चेन्नई चला जाएगा, कलकत्ता चला जाएगा, दिल्ली चला जाएगा, पर वो ऑर्गन यूज होगा. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. महाराष्ट्र में क्योंकि ये चीज बहुत पहले से थी तो रोटो सोटो तो 2016-17 में बने, पर यहां पर ZTCCs 1999 से हैं. So you have 4 ZTCCs which actually carry out for their particular region the same activities: identification and distribution of organs. So they look after all the functions at the 4 region levels. Next slide, please. So we have different functions, but इसको summarize अगर मैं करूं, to create awareness, to formulate rules, to help capacity building, for identification of donors, for organ allocation, and coordination between different ZTCCs for Maharashtra, and coordination between different states and different SOTOs for the western region, and wherever possible, coordination with the NOTO so that the organ is utilized in rest of the country. So this is what the Roto Soto really does. Next slide, please. So this is the office which is located on the 7th floor of new building at KEM Hospital. Next. Our Roto Soto Maharashtra has won several awards. From 2017, when these awards were started, we were the second best state. 2018, best state for awareness activities. 2019, best state. 2020, best Roto, best Soto. 21, best Roto, best Soto. And this year again, for last year, we have received the best Roto award. So consistently, we have been the leaders. We have to translate these awards into actual donations. And I think that is where we all need to come together and work. Next slide, please. So we last year inaugurated this monument for the people who have donated their organs. So all those, this is just like you have Amar Jawan Jyoti, Delhi में, जो कभी बुझती नहीं है. ऐसे ये monument है जिसमें एक ज्योति है जो 24 घंटे चलती है. So और ये ऐसी जगह पे है जहाँ KEM में जिसका एक महीने का OPD का walk-in is 1 lakh, 1 लाख OPD patients आते हैं. वहाँ पर हर कोई आते जाते इसको देख सकता है. So I think this was one small step which we have taken, and this has really helped create awareness, क्योंकि बहुत सारे पेशेंट को आके पूछते हैं ये क्या है सर, and that is what has, I think, been the impact. Next one. And of course we have won several awards. Next. So to summarize, my dear friends, next. Brainstem death is a legally accepted form of death for organ donation and allocation. Next. ZTCC is responsible for each region in the state of Maharashtra. SOTO is responsible for the state. ROTO is responsible for the region, and NOTO is responsible for the country. Next. Cooperation between these organizations and all the stakeholders is essential for the success of a nationwide program. Awareness and education are the most important tools which we should use extensively to create the results that we desire in terms of increased donations. Next. And if we increase the donation to 1 per million, we can cater to the needs of the country. So I think on that note, I would like to end and thank you all once again for having me here.
Thank you, Dr. Shukla. Thank you very much. May I request Dr. Tarang to please come and felicitate Dr. Surendra Mathur. Please, Dr. Surendra Mathur, if you can please come up. Please give him a big hand. Thank you. May I request Dr. Akash Shukla to please come? Please. Thank you, Dr. Tarang. Thank you, Dr. Akash Shukla. Now we would like to introduce Sri Satyanarayan Chaudhary, IPS, Joint Commissioner of Police, Law and Order, Greater Mumbai. He is a distinguished officer of the Indian Police Service and he holds a prominent position in maintaining law and order in Mumbai. He has displayed exemplary leadership skills and has effectively implemented strategies to combat crime, ensure safety and well-being of the citizens of Mumbai. Under his supervision, the police have always taken various initiatives to enhance public safety, such as policy programs, technology advancement in crime prevention, and proactive measures to maintain law and order. His commitment to maintaining peace and the security has recognized and been appreciated, earning him respect from all peers and general public. Mr. Satyanarayan's dedication to his profession and his ability to challenge situations with tact and efficiency has made him a role model for aspiring police officers. Through his leadership, he continues to inspire men and women serving in the Mumbai Police Force, upholding the service highest standards of integrity and professionalism. May I request Sri Satyanarayan Chaudhary to come and say a few words.
गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू. रितेशजी, मी पूर्णपणे मराठीमध्ये बोलणार आहे. आज वर्ल्ड ऑर्गनायझेशन डे साठी या कार्यक्रमासाठी उपस्थित श्री रितेशजी, तारंग मॅडम, मिस्टर गोयल, डॉक्टर पंडित आणि माझे सर्व सहकारी, या कार्यक्रमामध्ये याची अशी थीम आहे की पोलीसचे जो दररोजचे कार्य करण्याची जो पद्धत आहे, भरपूर त्यामध्ये सिमिलरिटीज आहे. पोलीसचा जो मेन काम आहे टू सेव्ह द लाईफ अँड प्रॉपर्टी, अँड यू आर ऑल्सो सेव्हिंग द लाईफ. दिस इज व्हेरी कॉमन. आणि खरोखर आपण जो कार्यक्रम राबवलेला आहे त्यासाठी रिअली वी सल्यूट टू यू, द हॉस्पिटल, the CEO and all the doctors. पोलिसाचे या पूर्ण जो थीम आहे, मोठ्या संख्येमध्ये आमचे पोलीस ऑफिसर्स अँड मेन आहे इकडे. 2-3 गोष्ट अतिशय महत्त्वाची आहे. एक, प्रत्येक वेळी जेव्हा अनफॉर्च्युनेटली अशी डेथ होतात, इमिजिएटली त्यांना हॉस्पिटलपर्यंत ट्रान्सपोर्ट करण्याची जो जबाबदारी असतात त्यासाठी ग्रीन कॉरिडॉर लावावा लागतो, जेणेकरून इमिजिएटली ते डेड बॉडी तिकडे किंवा जो माणूस जो जिवंत आहे ते तिकडेपर्यंत पोहोचतात आणि देन यू कॅन यूज फॉर दी ट्रान्सप्लांटेशन ऑफ दी ऑर्गन्स. ते आपण नियमी अतिशय सिन्सिअरली आपण करतो की वी वॉन्ट टू सेव्ह दी फर्स्ट दी लाईफ ऑफ दॅट इंजर्ड पर्सन. आणि दिस इज द टॉपमोस्ट प्रायोरिटी ऑफ द पोलीस फोर्स. की जसे इन्सिडेंट घडली, आमची मोबाईल वॅन आहे, आमचे ऑफिसर्स आहे, इमिजिएटली स्पॉटवर जातात, त्यांना घेऊन ते नियरेस्ट जो हॉस्पिटल आहे तिकडे घेऊन जातात. दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग वी आर डुईंग. सेकंड थिंग, त्यामध्ये कुठले ऑर्गनची जो गरज आहे त्यासाठी लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट काय लागतात आणि फॉर दॅट लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट वी आर ऑलरेडी कमिटेड फॉर दॅट. इफ समबॉडी इज नीडेड, आणि जसे डॉक्टर गोयल, डॉक्टर शुक्ला यांनी सांगितले की तुमचे ऑर्गनमुळे दुसरे याची लाईफ आपण वाचू शकतात आणि ही कॅन ब्रेथ फ्रॉम युअर हार्ट. दिस इज दी ओनली biggest service that you can do, and in that if we can add something, this is the greatest service for the society, and we are committed for that. थर्ड जो इशू आहे त्यामध्ये जो पोलीस नियमी आपण करतो ते आहे ग्रीन कॉरिडॉर प्रोव्हाइड करण्याचे. प्रत्येक आठवडा वीकली बेसिस वी आर गेटिंग द रिक्वेस्ट ऑफ ग्रीन कॉरिडॉर. sometime for the hospital, sometime for the relative, sometime for the out of the state also. प्रत्येक ठिकाणी आपण जो रिक्वेस्ट मिळतात आणि आमचे प्रत्येक हॉस्पिटलपर्यंत रूट ठरवलेले आहे. आवर रूट इज फिक्स. फॉर एक्झाम्पल HN रिलायन्स ते एअरपोर्ट गेट नंबर 8, HN रिलायन्स ते वाशी, प्रत्येक हॉस्पिटलचे रूट फिक्स आहे आणि आमचे जो ऑफिसर्स, ट्रॅफिक पोलीसचे आमचे ऑफिसर्स आणि जवान बसलेले आहे, दे आर वेल ट्रेन्ड. And my really salute to them. They are doing wonderful work. कारण मी ट्रॅफिकमध्ये पण थोडे दिवशी काम केलेले आहे. आय नो दी चॅलेंज इन दॅट. पीक आवर्समध्ये आपण नियमी ॲम्ब्युलन्स काढणे पण अवघड काम आहे आणि दे आर गिविंग दी मुवमेंट ऑफ ग्रीन कॉरिडॉर. दॅट इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग. नेक्स्ट जो एक महत्त्वाचा उपाययोजना किंवा ते इनिशिएटिव्ह आपण करतो सध्या, अँड विथ द कोलॅबोरेशन अँड द इनिशिएटिव्ह ऑफ द HN रिलायन्स हॉस्पिटल अँड देअर मॅनेजमेंट अँड स्टाफ. आज मुंबई पोलिसचा जे पण एक कार्यक्रम आहे आफ्टरनूनमध्ये, त्यामध्ये आमचे ऑफिसर्स अँड मॅन दे आर ऑल्सो टेकिंग प्लेस टू डोनेट दी ऑर्गन्स. ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ मुंबई पोलीस and each and every one of our men and women who are working under us, we are really committed for this noble cause and we will always support this. Whenever you need any help, kindly make a phone call to our control room, our traffic control room. Our officer or men, they will not let you down. We will stand with you. We will really support of this cause. आज आपण जे कार्यक्रम इथे उत्तम प्रमाणात राबवलेले आहे आणि अवेअरनेससाठी आपण जो एफर्ट्स करतात, रिअली इट इज कमेंडेबल. इन फ्युचर ऑल्सो तुम्हाला किंवा गरज पडली अवेअरनेससाठी किंवा ऑर्गन डोनेशनमध्ये आणखी काय मदत मुंबई पोलिसाची लागली, ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ माय कमिशनर, माय ईच अँड एव्हरी ऑफिसर अँड मॅन ऑफ मुंबई पोलीस, I can promise you that we will be always with you and we will support this noble cause. I am really grateful for inviting me here and giving a chance to address to such a learned audience. Really grateful. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary. May I request Dr. Tarang, Mr. Ritesh Deshmukh, Dr. Rahul Pandit, Dr. Surendra Mathur, if you can please welcome and felicitate Mr. Vivek Valsarkar, who was not able to come in today, and we request Sri Satyanarayan Chaudhary to collect the small memento on his behalf. Thank you, everybody. May I request Dr. Tarang to please come and address the audience?
तो जैसे कि हम सब ने सुना, organ transplant is like an orchestra. So from policy till the time आप लोग घर जाके रेसिपिएंट अपनी जिंदगी वापस फिर से वैसे ही जीते जैसे पहले थे, इट इज़ अ ऑर्केस्ट्रा जिसका हर सुर पूरे ठीक ताल से बजना चाहिए, चाहे वो पॉलिसी लेवल पे है, चाहे वो परमिशन लेवल पे है, चाहे वो ऑर्गन के मूवमेंट लेवल पे है, चाहे वो टू बिगिन विद डोनेशन लेवल पे है, चाहे व्हाट हमारे डॉक्टर्स थिएटर में करते हैं उस से है, या आईसीयू में जब हम उनका ध्यान रखते हैं. तो इस पूरे ऑर्केस्ट्रा को इतना सुंदर बनाने के लिए सर एच.एन. रिलायंस फाउंडेशन हॉस्पिटल की तरफ से I am grateful and thankful to each one of you who plays an important role in this piece of orchestra, whether it is at Roto policy level, whether it is at ZTCC level, whether it's our doctors, and finally, last but not the least, the Mumbai Police, which also helps us to bring these organs from the site of donation to our hospital. And thank you, Ritesh ji, for saying those nice words and very great thoughts. And I think they were very inspiring. And thank you once again that aap logon ne apna time nikala, aap aaye. Now I will take a little bit of your time more to help us to felicitate the real heroes, the real people, in Dr. Mathur's language, and in all our eyes, next to God's, who have actually donated their organs and saved so many lives. So, and also our Mumbai Police team who is here, and we are very grateful and thankful to those who are like gods and those who help us to help these gods to help others. So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
We would now like to felicitate our organ donor family members to come and receive a token of appreciation from our dignitaries. May I request Dr. Tarang, Mr. Ritesh Deshmukh, and Dr. Rahul Pandit to please come on the stage to hand over the felicitation to our organ donor families. Please may I request Mr. Deshmukh to please come on stage. Thank you. May I request family of late Mr. Mehul Shah to please come and receive a token of appreciation from our side. Please give her a big hand. Family of late Mr. Mehul Shah. Please come. Please give them a big hand. It is an honor to have you all with us, and we really salute you, as it is rightly said. Thank you very much. May I request the family of late Mr. Abhijit Borde to please come, as we would like to felicitate and say a big thank you and appreciate. Thank you. Thank you very much. May I request the family of late Mr. Rajesh Raval to please come, as we would like to appreciate and thank you. May I request the family of all the 4 organ donors, sorry. Yes, may I request the family of Mr. Rajesh Raval to say a few words?
रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ लाईफ. ऑर्गन डोनेशनबद्दल आपण सगळेच जण बोललो. सगळे जणांचे विचार खूप चांगले होते. मला इथे एकच गोष्ट सांगायची की मृत्यू हे एक अंतिम सत्य आहे. हे जे ऑर्गन डोनेशन करतात त्यांच्यावरती अकस्मात हे संकट येतं. खरं तर ही माझी बहिणीची मुलगी आहे. तिच्याशी एका हँडसम मुलाने लग्न केलं जो तुमच्यासारखा दिसत होता रितेशजी. गुजराती फॅमिलीमधलं एकुलता एक मुलगा होता. त्याला हे माहीत होतं की हिच्यापासून त्याचा वंश पुढे चालणार नाही, तरीसुद्धा त्याने लग्न केलं आणि त्या बिचाऱ्याचं डेथ ह्या ब्रेन हॅमरेजमुळे झालं. मला इथे उभं राहून एवढंच सांगायचं आहे की आत्तापर्यंत याच्यात कोणीच हे बोललं नाही की आम्हाला ह्या ऑर्गन डोनेशनसाठी सर रिलायन्स HN हॉस्पिटलच्या सगळ्या फाउंडेशनने एवढी मदत केली की माझ्याकडे त्यांचे आभार मानण्यासाठी शब्द नाही आहेत. म्हणजे कसं असतं की ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींसाठी पैसे लागतात. ऑर्गन डोनेशनसाठीही पैसे लागतात. सगळे हॉस्पिटल पैसे मागतात ॲक्च्युली. खरं तर मी बऱ्याच हॉस्पिटलमध्ये काम करतो, परंतु रिलायन्स हॉस्पिटलने, मी इथे डॉक्टर राहुल पंडित आहेत, त्यांना फोन केला आणि त्यांना एकाच माझ्या फोन कॉलवरती त्यांनी एवढं सगळं काही अरेंज केलं की मला एकदाही काही विचार करावा लागला नाही. कसं असतं, आपण फॅमिलीला सगळं काही समजू शकतो किंवा काय वगैरे, परंतु रिलायन्स फाउंडेशनच्या प्रत्येक व्यक्तीने आम्हाला एवढं चांगलं मार्गदर्शन केलं, घरी येऊन काउन्सिलिंग केलं. म्हणजे मी ह्या फील्डमधलाच आहे. मी माझ्या फॅमिलीला अतिशय चांगल्या रीतीने समजावून सांगितलं, तरीसुद्धा डॉक्टर राहुल पंडित यांनी त्यांची पूर्ण टीम माझ्या घरी पाठवली, म्हणजे भाचीच्या घरी. त्यांच्याशी व्यवस्थित त्या लोकांनी सुसंवाद साधला. आम्ही ICCमध्ये असतानासुद्धा त्यांनी प्रत्येक नातेवाईकाला प्रत्येक क्षणाला त्यांनी त्याची अपडेट दिली. ज्यावेळी त्याचं म्हणजे राजेशला इथे आणलं त्याच्यानंतर प्रत्येक टेस्ट होतात, त्या टेस्टनंतर प्रत्येक वेळी त्यांनी आमचं फार चांगल्या रीतीनं काउन्सिलिंग केलं. म्हणजे ह्या गोष्टीला ॲक्च्युली शब्द नाही आहेत माझ्याकडे. आणि मुंबईमध्ये फक्त रिलायन्स हॉस्पिटलमध्येच हे सगळं काही घडतं आहे आणि घडू शकतं आहे. आणि म्हणूनसाठी म्हणजे मला त्यांना खूप खूप धन्यवाद द्यायचे आहेत. याच्यामध्ये एक गोष्ट साध्य झाली. हे एवढं मोठं दुःख होतं कारण राजेशला ही अपंग पत्नी आहे आणि त्याला एक आई आहे. ती आईला ॲक्च्युली बेडवरून उठवायला लागतं किंवा तिला ॲक्च्युली पकडायला कोण नाही आहे, इव्हन हिला खुर्चीवरून उतरायला कोण नाही आहे. असं असूनसुद्धा रिलायन्सनं दाखवलेल्या ह्या सगळ्या एकूण प्रकारामुळे म्हणजे गौरवामुळे त्या फॅमिलीचं दुःख कमी व्हायला खूप मदत झाली. म्हणजे यूट्यूबवरती याचा व्हिडिओ आहे. त्या व्हिडिओमध्ये अगदी ॲम्ब्युलन्स सजवण्यापासून ते त्या बॉडीला रिस्पेक्ट पूर्ण देईपर्यंत म्हणजे आम्ही एवढं भारावून गेलो आणि ह्या दोघी माईलेकींचं दुःख ॲक्च्युली खूप कमी झालं. म्हणजे खरोखर अतिशय मोठी आणि चांगली गोष्ट या हॉस्पिटलच्या माध्यमातून घडत आहे. सो मी आणि माझ्या फॅमिलीतर्फे मी आपल्या सगळ्यांचे खूप खूप आभार व्यक्त करतो. धन्यवाद. मला इथं आवर्जून सांगायला आवडेल की ऑर्गन डोनेशनची जी टीम हेडेड बाय संतोष आहे, प्रत्येक 5-5 मिनिटाला ही लोकं आम्हाला विचारत होती. आम्हाला घरी गाडी पाठवली, म्हणजे आत्ताच नाही त्यावेळीसुद्धा ॲम्ब्युलन्स पाठवून प्रत्येक डॉक्टरांनी खूप मनापासून मदत केली. डॉक्टर अन्वयमुळे तर माझे चांगले स्नेहीच आहेत, परंतु सगळ्याच डॉक्टरांनी आम्हाला खूप मदत केली. सगळ्या डॉक्टरांचे, पूर्ण रिलायन्स फाउंडेशन हॉस्पिटलचे स्टाफचे आणि मॅडम तुमचे सगळ्यांचे खूप खूप आभार. थँक्यू.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for those kind words. May I request all the family of the organ donors? Yes, sure. Please, if you would like to speak.
Hello. Hi, ma'am. My father was the first donor of Reliance Hospital. So this was in 2017. Like you mentioned, he was living a very normal day. And all of a sudden, suffered of brain hemorrhage. We just lived 2 minutes from Reliance. So we were fortunate to get him here to the hospital within 15 minutes. And he was identified with massive cranial hemorrhage. So that time in 2017, I think this was not, like the awareness was not quite much about organ donations. So we had Dr. Mehul Shah and his team who counseled us. And it was a tough decision, like you said, but thank you for giving us this chance. So today my father lives in 6 people, so very proud. We were told only to give his kidneys, but my mom here, she asked at that crucial hour, can I donate his heart? Is he fine? Like, is his heart good? So they said, yeah, thank you, but it's very difficult for us to ask for so many things. So yeah, be proud of her too. She was just 52 when she lost him. So thank you for everything. Thank you.
May I request all the family of the donors to please come and take a group photograph. Please, if you can come forward. Family of late Mehul Shah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. May I request Dr. Tarang, Dr. Ritesh, Mr. Ritesh, Dr. Rahul to please continue to stay on the stage. As we would like to now start the felicitation of our police who have helped us always. And may I request Mr. Satyanarayan Chaudhary to please come on the stage as well. We would like to felicitate all our police who have always helped us at every time that we have managed to handle the Green Corridor. So the first person we would like to call upon is Mr. Nasir Abdul Rahman Khan. May I request him to please come? Please give him a big hand. There's a bigger applaud requested. They are the deserving people as well. Please give him a big hand, guys. Mr. Nasir Abdul Rahman Khan. May I request Mr. Satish Yashwant Kadam to please come. Please give him a big hand, guys. They are the ones who always have helped us. And we need to be thankful to all their work that they have done in the early hours, late nights, whenever we've asked and reached out to them. Mr. Prakash Pandurang Patil. May I request Mr. Prakash Pandurang Patil to please come? And thank you very much for your contribution. Please give him a big hand, everybody. Please continue clapping because these are our heroes who have actually worked night and day to make sure that they are able to transfer and we can get our organs on time. Thank you very much for your contribution. Mr. Ananda Gunda Patil. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for always being there. We really appreciate your contribution. Mr. Sanjay Atmaram Bilare. Thank you very much, sir, for always being there, and we really appreciate your contribution. May I request Mr. Praveen Tulsiram Salve to please come, and thank you very much for your contribution. We really appreciate for your hard work and commitment towards society. Mr. Mayur Rajendra More. Thank you very much, sir, for being there and for your commitment and making sure that we are able to get the organs on time. Mr. Santosh Lakshman Gurpade. Thank you very much, sir, for your commitment and for always being there, and your hard work and dedication is much appreciated. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Sandeep Vitthal Shalke. Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution and for your hard work, and we appreciate your dedication and commitment. May I request Mr. Shubhangi Ashok Dage, Ms. Shubhangi Ashok Dage, to please come. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your contribution and for your hard work, and we appreciate and thank you for all the support you've given us. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Pralhad Nayak, thank you very much, sir, for being there and always giving in your support and always helping us in getting our organs on time. Thank you very much for your dedication. Mr. Sri Krishna Sitaram Thakur. May I request Dr. Mathur to also come on the stage to felicitate. Thank you, Dr. Mathur. Mr. Dhanraj Kalani, may I request Mr. Dhanraj Kalani, thank you very much for being there and for your hard work and contribution, and we appreciate. Mr. Amol Khandare. Thank you very much for your hard work, and we appreciate your hard work, Mr. Pramod. Thank you very much. Mr. Jalinder Palalve. Thank you very much, Mr. Jalinder. Thank you very much for your hard work. Please give them a big hand, guys. They are the real heroes. They are the ones who help us when we really need them the most. So your claps should be going on always. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your great contribution. Mr. S.D. Patil, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Pramod Rahut, thank you very much, sir, for your contribution and for your dedication and hard work. We really appreciate and thank you for all the work that you've done for us. Mr. Raju Nayak, thank you very much, sir, for your contribution, and we really appreciate your dedication and commitment, and we thank you for all that you have done for us. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Sagar Badgujar. Thank you very much, sir, for your hard work and dedication and your commitment, and we appreciate you always helping us when we need you the most. Thank you, Mr. Sagar. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. May I request all the dignitaries to please pick up their placard and put it on the Hall of Fame so that this is their commitment towards the organ donation and their message, a big thank you message to all of us. So may I request all of you to please come and put your message on the Hall of Fame. He wants one more placard. Ma'am. Now. And write the date also would be nice. Thank you very much. May I request now, all of us, may I request now that we should be actually felicitating all our transplant donor coordinators. And to start the felicitation, we would like to invite Ms. Urmila Mahajan from ZTCC. May I request Ms. Yes, ma'am. All 2 minutes more. It will be of value. Ms. Urmila Mahajan from ZTCC. Please give her a big hand, guys. They are the ones who coordinate the organ transplant. Thank you very much. Ms. Sangeeta Desai from ZTCC Mumbai. Thank you very much, Ms. Sangeeta, for always helping us in the organ transplant coordination work. We really appreciate your effort. They are awake the whole night to make sure that they are able to manage to get the organ on time for the surgeon to be able to start the transplant. So their work is really very crucial. So we thank them for their dedication and commitment. Ms. Jaya Sankit, ROTTO Mumbai. Roto Soto Mumbai. Thank you very much, Ms. Jaya. Thank you very much for your hard work, and your late night contribution, making sure that the organ transplant process is being done smoothly. Thank you very much for your efforts and dedication. Mr. Kalpesh Matre, Roto Soto, Mumbai. Thank you very much, Mr. Kalpesh. We really appreciate your hard work and for making sure that you are able to get the organ to us on time, always. Thank you very much. Now we would like to felicitate our hospital staff. And to start, we would like to request Ms. Rachna from Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation to please come, and thank you very much. Our staff are also very dedicated and committed and work really hard to make it a success for us. Mr. Amol from Sir H.N. Reliance. Ms. Kavita Singh from Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Ms. Rohini from Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Mr. Rahul from Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Thank you very much for your contribution. Ms. Barsha from Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Online. Mr. Santosh from Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Thank you very much for all the staff of Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital for doing such a fantastic job, making sure that the organ transplant process is done smoothly. Thank you, everybody. May I request you all to please take your seats? I request Dr. Sandeep Attawar, Director Lung Transplant, to share a few words and introduce our patient who is alive, Mr. Vidyadhar Joshi. He's online and he's waiting for us.
Good afternoon and thank you very much. It's a great honor and a pleasure to be here today. I'm so glad to see Mr. Joshi and his beaming wife. Probably, I guess, after a significant period of time. This is a very humbling moment, and I think it's also a moment that requires a lot of reflection, especially from the physician community. And when I think about organ donation, I think the only thing that I can think about is the realization that in the past, maybe 5 or 10 decades, probably a century or a little longer, has human medicine and science been able to conquer some of the most important causes of early death. And that has led to an increase in, I would say, human longevity. There used to be a time when many individuals would not even cross their teenage or probably would die at childbirth. Modern medicine has allowed us to conquer many of these challenges. Vaccinations have allowed us to tackle many infectious diseases. However, the biggest challenges continue to be the fact that we have diabetes, we have hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, pollution, and all environmental factors that can cause tremendous damage to the human body. All of these diseases, being chronic by nature, require medications that need to be taken lifelong. And as human beings live longer, and physicians and medicine gets better in keeping human beings living longer, we end up having to undergo the effects, the chronic effects of these diseases. That leads to not just kidney damage, liver dysfunction, lung damage, blocks in the heart failure, and so on and so forth. So what do you do when you have a family member who is probably 60 or 70 years old and who's reasonably fit, who has a zest for life, but unfortunately has a failing organ? He ends up on a hospital bed expecting that there would be probably someone willing to donate for him. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. As many of our previous speakers have alluded to, it doesn't happen that frequently. In a country of 1.3 billion, it is a shame that we have only 1,000 donations annually. That probably allows us a yield of probably 600 to 700 donors actually, who can probably donate between 4 to 5 organs. That is a shameful number in a country as large as ours, in a nation and a civilization that is so ancient, that has this belief of giving. It is not just sad, it is probably the reason why many of our wives, daughters, and mothers end up donating kidneys and sections of their liver to save many of their family members. And that's fine. But what about those suffering from lung disease and heart disease? That is an organ that you cannot donate. That organ can only come from a deceased donor. It is my request that all of us reflect on the fact that when we need an organ for somebody whom we love so dearly, and we are desperate and looking at every possible avenue that can allow us to probably access the deceased organ donor wait list in a very, very short, brief period of time, where you're constantly praying and hoping that things don't go south. I think the only thing we can do is make a positive change in society and ensure that we talk to and communicate with not just our neighbors, educate our children, probably have a conversation on the dinner table as to how we can all consent and probably volunteer to be organ donors going forward. This is the change that we must see in the world we want to live in, and that's probably paraphrasing what Mahatma Gandhi has said. Let us be the change in this world. With that, I would like to introduce my dear friend now, Mr. Vidyadhar Joshi and his wife, because we become friends over a period of the last 6 months. I do remember how dismally ill he was when he turned up for treatment at this absolutely exceptional hospital that we've had the fortune of treating him in. I think the infrastructure and the support that we received has also been contributory to the success that we have today, other than the fact that there was a donor family, and that's another story that most of us are aware of, a donor family that was willing to even extend the donor time, did not insist on the handover of the body, and wanted to make sure that every possible organ was utilized. And that is what donor families can do. They can make such a significant impact in the lives of so many. And that's probably one of the reasons why we continue to believe that the human race is about empathy, affection, and interconnectedness. It is what we do for each other that probably allows the world to move forward. With that, I would like to end my brief message. I once again congratulate Mr. Joshi for fighting his illness, getting back on track, and now going to be an inspiration for so many through his work in media and television to influence many, many individuals to come forward and probably pledge today. Thank you so much.
Mr. Vidyadhar Joshi, who's alive and who's going to be sharing his story to all of us.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, I am alive today. And thanks to all doctors. माझं नाव विद्याधर जोशी, मी लंग ट्रान्सप्लांटचा पेशंट आहे आणि ह्या रिलायन्सच्या हॉस्पिटलमध्येच माझं ऑपरेशन झालेलं आहे. आपले मला या डिसीजचा थोडा सिग्नल 2 years BC, दॅट इज 2 वर्ष कोरोनाच्या आधी मला मिळत होता की मला थोडं जास्त टायर्ड फील व्हायचं, ब्रेथलेस फील व्हायचं, पण असं मेजर काही होत नव्हतं कारण माझी काही कामं सगळी चालू होती. पण हळूहळू तो डिफिकल्टी जी होती ब्रीदिंगची ती वाढायला लागली. मग मी पल्मोनॉलॉजिस्टला भेटलो आणि त्यांनी असं डायग्नोज केलं की मला लंगचा फायब्रोसिस झालेला आहे. आता फायब्रोसिसचं काही आयडिया नव्हती, फार काय ऐकलेलं नव्हतं आजूबाजूला. I have seen my friends who are gone through this heart transplant and all other things, पण याच्याबद्दल ऐकलेलं नव्हतं फार. तर आम्ही म्हणलं ठीक आहे, ओके फाईन, विल फाईट, आपण करू काहीतरी त्याचं. आपल्याकडे थोडं तेव्हा माझं 13% लंग डॅमेज झालेलं होतं. म्हटलं आपल्याकडे बाकीचं लंग आहे, विल वर्क ऑन दॅट आणि आपण फाईट करू. पण त्याचा त्रास नंतर एवढा वाढायला लागला आणि फॉर्च्युनेटली और अनफॉर्च्युनेटली आय डोंट नो इतकं फास्ट डिटोरिएशन झालं की डिसेंबर 22 मध्ये 15 डिसेंबर 22 मला एवढा त्रास झाला आणि पुढच्या 15 दिवसामध्ये विदिन 15 days माय लंग गॉट डॅमेज्ड अप टू 80-83% असं मी ऐकलं. सो आय गॉट ऍडमिटेड इन दिस रिलायन्स हॉस्पिटल ऑन 12th January 2023. आय गॉट ऑपरेटेड आणि खूप डिफिकल्ट आहे हे सगळं. ऑपरेशन खूप डिफिकल्ट आहे, आफ्टर केअर खूप डिफिकल्ट आहे. पण आज मी असं मला खूप सांगायला बरं वाटतं की ऑपरेशन डॉक्टर संदीप पटावर, उर्मिल शाह, डॉक्टर केतन आणि त्या टीममधले बाकी जे कोणी डॉक्टर आहेत, मला नावं पण माहिती नाही त्या सगळ्यांची, त्या सगळ्यांनी खूप छान ऑपरेट केलं. मी आज त्यांना थँक्स म्हणतो. आणि रिलायन्सच्या वॉर्डबॉयपासून ते प्रत्येक ब्रदर सिस्टर पासून ते कुठलाही डॉक्टर यांनी इतकी हेल्प केले मला, इतकं मला समजवायचे, मला कम्फर्ट द्यायचा प्रयत्न करायचे की अदरवाईज इट वॉज डिफिकल्ट. आणि सगळ्या गोष्टीमध्ये जर का कोणाचं फार इम्पॉर्टंट रोल असेल तर तो आपल्या घरच्या लोकांचा पण असतो. कारण पेशंट असतो तो खूप चिडचिडा होतो या सगळ्या ह्याच्यामध्ये. तो खूप चिडतो, कशावरती तरी फालतू गोष्टीवरती चिडतो. मला तर हलता येत नव्हतं पहिले 2 महिने, बेडवरनं खाली उतरता येत नव्हतं. आणि त्यामुळे मला जेवण जायचं नाही, त्यामुळे खूप चिडायचो. पण माझी बायको वैशाली ही खूप समजूतदार आहे असं मला आता परत एकदा कळलं. तर तिने खूप सांभाळून घेतलं मला. नाहीतर ह्या डॉक्टर्स आणि नर्स किती दिवस पुढे पडणार. आता पुढे शेवटी तीच बघते माझ्याकडे आणि तीच सगळं समजुतीने करते. त्यामुळे फॅमिली मेंबर्स हे खूप इम्पॉर्टंट असतात या सगळ्या प्रकारात. आणि सगळ्यात महत्वाचं म्हणजे मला असं वाटतं की त्या सगळ्याकडे बघितल्यानंतर असं लक्षात येतं की तुम्ही कोणी असा, तुम्ही अमेरिकेचे प्रेसिडेंट असा, तुम्ही इंडियाचे प्राईम मिनिस्टर असा, किंवा तुम्ही मोठे बिझनेस टायकून असा, आणि तुम्हाला जर का हा डिसीज झाला तर जोपर्यंत तुम्हाला कोणी डोनर मिळत नाही तोपर्यंत तुमची पोझिशन, तुमचा पैसा, तुमचे डॉक्टर्स हे काहीही करू शकत नाही. त्यामुळे सगळ्यात इम्पॉर्टंट रोल जर का याच्यामध्ये कोणी प्ले करत असेल तर मला वाटतं डोनर आणि ती फॅमिली. आज मी ह्या ओकेजनला एक मला संधी मिळते की मला ज्या कोणी डोनेट केलंय ती व्यक्ती तर आता या जगात राहिलेली नाहीये, पण तिच्या फॅमिलीला मी थँक्स म्हणतो, सगळ्या डॉक्टर्सना मी थँक्स म्हणतो, सगळ्या रिलायन्सच्या स्टाफला मी थँक्स म्हणतो, आणि ऑफकोर्स माझ्या फॅमिलीला थँक्स म्हणतो. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. फाईट चालू आहे आणि मी फाईट करत राहीन.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vidyadhar Joshi, for your story. Now I would like to request Dr. Bhupendra Gandhi to please come over and say a few words. Mr. Bhupendra Gandhi is the mentor of renal sciences at Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Tarang and Dr. Rahul Pandit, for inviting me to speak few words. I think all of you have covered very well, starting with Ritesh ji, and very well covered by Akash Shukla. And only one thing I would like to stress, rather than spending more time, because we are already overshooting our time, when you sign your donor certificate, please be sure you discuss with the family, as Akash says very clearly. In the time of crisis, family does not recognize, but if you have talked with the family and taken their consent, it's much easier for our social workers and others to get the consent easily. Otherwise, many times patients have signed it, but family has refused it. So that what I would like to stress, only one thing, please discuss with the family. And other thing is, people are not talking about live donor transplant. Please be sure that if you do kidney transplant, make it sure the donor's life is not at stake at all. Donor is completely evaluated, and once he's certified, 99.9% he or she will do very well throughout his life, his or her life. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bhupendra Gandhi, for those kind words. May I request Dr. Anvay Muley to please come. Dr. Anvay Muley is the Director of Advanced Cardiac Surgery and Heart Transplant at Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital.
I think much is said and done. It's a half day now. Everybody is appealing for the lunch. I am a courier boy here, and I take one organ and give it to somebody else, and the police in between help me. Actually, organ donation is very close to my heart. And when I saw my patients dying, and they were not getting the organ, my first moment was for organ donation. That was in 2015, because our mortality of the heart transplant is less than waiting list mortality. And that is true for probably most of the organs as well. We get the heart from somewhere at some time, middle of the night somewhere. And the ZTCC and Urmila and all, they are aptly felicitated by Auroto and Soto and ZTCC for their work which they do. But I think I fight with them every day, every night. And they are really, really helpful to us to get the organ properly distributed. I just want to tell you 2-3 things. I can tell you, go on whole day telling you the stories for organ donation and donation. Today is the organ donation day and felicitation for the donors. I don't want to tell my stories of success, but learning points or awareness and why should I start. And last 15 days back, I gave the 67th lecture of organ donation in the Rotary Club of Varali. And every time I go to organ donation, then there was in Indore, this was 2016 or 17. And in Indore, there was a girl, 17-year-old girl, whose father has donated the organ. The history goes that patient had an epilepsy from childhood. Until the 17th of year, this farmer who was 200 kilometers from Indore, and he used to come to Indore government hospital to get the medicine for his daughter. On that occasion, he had come for the same, and the daughter was waiting on a bus stand, and he had gone for getting some water for her when she got a fit and she was thrown on the wall and she was declared brain dead. So when we stabilized the patient, got him to the private hospital, stabilized the patient, and then the apnea tests were done, and then she was declared dead. And that time I went to the father and asked कि आपको बुरा लगता होगा आपकी बेटी का मौत हुआ है इस तरह से, तो फिर भी आप organ donation के लिए तैयार हो, तो we are very grateful to you and we have gratitude for that. You know what he told me? जो लड़की किसी के भी काम की नहीं थी बचपन से, पैदा होने के बाद, मरने के बाद तो किसी के काम को आएगी. And that was just opener for me. Now this man who stays 200 kilometers from Indore, there is no television, there is no telephone, there is no newspaper there. We are talking of awareness. And Dr. Mathur and Dr. Shukla just mentioned in their lecture that we are called brain dead when there is no awareness. Then half of the Mumbai is dead. There was a medical college in the school in Russia, and the professor was taking a lecture for first MBBS students that we are not yet sure that when we declare somebody dead, when brain stops functioning or heart stops functioning. And then he said, if I say that brain stops functioning, we should declare dead, then half of the class who is sleeping is dead. So there is a lot of arguments and discussion. And the second thing which I wanted to tell, I was going to in Konkan, in Mahad, to give organ donation talk. And there one 70-year-old lady stood up after the talk and she said, I want to donate my organs. And what organs I can donate? I said, you just donate the organs. If they are good, doctor will take. If they are not good, don't worry. But your job is to donate the organs. So she said, what I understand from your talk is that if at all, I'm going to die one day. That is 100%. But if God asks me the way I want to die, I'll request him, give me death by the brain death because I can donate my organs. And I plead here each one of you that please, please, please donate the organ. The awareness has gone tremendously far ahead in Western countries, in Australia. And one of the first child patient we have done here, the organ donor was 8 years old. A Gujarati family was flying from Australia to India. And on the way in Australia, this little boy of 7-year-old or 8-year-old boy, उसको घर में आके उसने माँ को पूछा कि जरा ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस दिखा. उसने दिखा उधर organ donation लिखा था. So he was very happy. He hugged his mother. And when the father came, on his driving license, it was not written. Now in Australia, if you are written on our card, the first is they will donate, they will declare he is an organ donor and we can take his organs. And then the family is consented. But here in India, the laws are different. However, his father had not written, and so he started arguing with his father. And every night at the dinner he used to argue. And one day his mother told him that, no, you have dinner. When you become 18-year-old, you declare yourself organ donor, and that time you do what you want to do. He said, no. Before that, something happens to me. I want to be organ donor. And this I'm telling you. So when we say pledge your organs, the more than that, you must tell, as Dr. Shukla said, you must tell to your next to your kin. That's a law of the land. That donation card has no value as far as today I'm talking about. As of today I'm talking about. In India, this law of land, it has no value. Where it is kept, in the locker, or in my pocket or somewhere else, nobody knows that. You are not going to carry that organ donation file. But if you tell the next of the kin who is going to take a decision at that moment of grievances, it is easy for the family to take that decision if I am very firm. This little boy, when he was flying on a holiday from Australia to Sydney to Mumbai, on the way he had a cavernous vein thrombosis. He was declared brain dead. They were crash landed in Bangalore. They were taken to the NIMS there. There they declared brain dead. From there they airlifted again to Mumbai, got him to here in hospital. And here hospital again they did some surgery, but he was declared brain dead. I still remember I was in the Ministry of Health at home of our Minister of Health of Maharashtra government for a dinner. And when we got a call, I left that. We came here, we stabilized. Liver team and kidney team had left because the blood pressure were not good. Why I came to know all this is because after 4 or 5 hours of stabilizing the patient, we said that we can take the heart. So the liver team came, so the kidney team again came. And then the mother came and almost touched her feet, saying that I was hesitant to give my child's organs. I thought he will come back to the life, but it was his last wish to donate the organ. And if I would not have done, and if we all have refused that, I would have been not lived my life in the grievances of my son. But today that child's liver, kidney, and heart are alive and beautiful somewhere else. What I want to say is that please, please, please donate the organ, even if you go home. And another thing I learned over the years of 7-8 years of organ donation, it is very difficult to change the adult, but very easy to change the child. You know, if I tell 70-year-old man to stop cigarette or stop drinking alcohol, it is very difficult. But if I tell 18-year-old boy or 12-year-old boy, all these things, probably the impact or the effect is much better, and they go home and tell their parents to donate the organs. So each one of us go home, each one of us go to our neighbors, please, please see that somebody is today and becomes an organ donor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Anbe Mule, for those real wise words. May I request Mr. Dr. Ravi Mohanka, Director Liver Transplant, to come and say a few words, please. Thank you.
Thank you for organizing this wonderful program and felicitating all donors and police personnel. So all I would say is that, you know, as a society, we need to take a holistic view of organ donation, because if one of our family or friends needs a transplant for organ failure, we would want somebody to donate. So we should do the same for the society. So as each of us is a part of society, all our organs are also part of society, and if and when the society needs it, we should offer it to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ravi. Thank you. May I request Dr. Rushi Deshpande, Director of Critical Care Nephrology, to please come and say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Sir H.N. Reliance Hospital, for arranging such a beautiful program. It's very heartwarming to see families of the real heroes, the ones who have given their organs to the society. It's very nice to see our patients who have benefited by these acts and who are living a fruitful life today. And like Dr. Anbe Mule worded it, we are the person in between who are trying to do the job of just giving an organ from somebody who wishes to give to somebody who needs it. And, you know, there's no bigger gift than the gift of life. The message has been given very appropriately by all the speakers today, and I just wish that all of us are able to take this message forward and make the organ donation, which is a real need in our society, an even more successful program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Rushi. May I request Dr. Rahul Pandit to come and give the validatory note.
So a big thank to everyone for coming and joining hands together for this very noble cause. At the outset, I would like to thank Shri Ritesh Deshmukh ji, Shri Satyanarayan ji, Joint Commissioner Police Law and Order, Mathur sir, President ZTCC, Dr. Akash Shukla, Joint Director Roto Soto West, and all my colleagues, doctors, coordinators, marketing team, HR team, police personnel, every person who is here. I am sure I will miss out somebody, security, every person, the IT team who made this link possible, the people who joined us online, everyone, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. It is a cause which is very, very close to my heart. It's a cause which is very close to a lot of us who are here in this room today. And we are here only for one thing, to thank the organ donors, because when they make this choice, they make it in the moment of their profound grief. To thank the police who facilitate this transfer of organs from one hospital to other hospital, one city to other city, and of course to create awareness so that more and more people will pledge organs. When you pledge organs, you will make sure that you let your next of kin know about it. And most importantly, if you are the next of kin of somebody who has pledged an organ, if at all that time comes, say yes to it. Thank you. Thank you very much. The dinner is, the lunch is served outside. You please, okay.
Okay, may I request the students of Whistling Woods International to please come and take a group photograph with our dignitaries over here, because they would like to have a photograph. So may I request Dr. Surendra, please, Dr. Akash Shukla, Dr. Bhupendra Gandhi, Dr. Rushi Deshpande, Dr. Ravi Mohanka, Dr. Anvay Mule. Please, if you all can come. Dr. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.